Cowboy Bebop. I'm Wayne, part of the Yo Bro Gaming and Reviews, and today this is going to be my second Animania review. Today we're talking about, I already said it, you probably guessed it, Cowboy Bebop. Pretty much start down with characters and who they all are. I can't remember if you guys have seen it, your childhood was awesome. I can't remember the name of the dog. I'm just going to cut down straight to the human characters, and I can't remember any of the bad guys either. But there's Spike. He's the main kind of laid-back dude. He's just like, I don't care about nothing. He's a big, heavy smoker, kind of like me. But he's kind of the comic relief. Him and the next guy I'm about to get to. The next guy is his best friend. He's the leader of the ship. His name is Jet Black. He's the big muscle between them. They kind of got like that whole Groot and Rocket Raccoon thing going. Spike's Rocket and Jet's Groot. He's kind of like the muscle. Takes anyone down that needs it. He's pretty much the big badass. Now we're going to talk about the Fame Patel of the group. Her name is Faye Valentine. Now, I was about 10 years old whenever I watched this, and I'm like, she's so hot. She's so hot. Oh. But yes, she is also kind of like a mixture between Jet and Spike. She's laid back, but she's more pristine. If I know that's a word, but she throws down whenever she needs to. Most of the time, she really doesn't. She's kind of chews Spike's and Jet's ear off. Now we're gonna get down to the crazy loony bin of the freaking group. Her name is, and yes, her name is Edward. Most people thought it was a guy, but no, it was a little girl. It took me almost 5 to 10 years later to actually figure that out. Yes, I'm slow. But that's pretty much all the characters nailed down. Again, I forgot the name of the corgi. But pretty much the storyline. And again, if you guys have seen this, then I think that also if you've seen the show Firefly, then you'll like this a lot. It's kind of like the same synopsis, only a lot less crew than Firefly. Pretty much they're all bounty hunters. They go around space and stuff like that, fighting off, bringing people in for money, for food, and whatever else they need. Food's the main one. But Jet's ship, I'm getting down to their ships. I can't remember Spike's, but I can remember Jet's. It's actually in the title, the Bebop. And I'm like, where in the hell did they get the name for the show? And here I was thinking it was some kind of a western. Nope. Space. But yeah, they pretty much go around, find bounties that they do. Well, they don't actually go around. They got like this whole intergalactic news feed for like bounty hunters. And sometimes they get their bounty, sometimes they don't, and then they're really pissed. I would be too. Because some of them actually get really high bounties, but then someone else gets them, and they're still mad about it. But some of the locations that I put down, now I'd say that this is a character because this is actually plays a big role into the actual show. The actual main character of the show is the whole wide variety of space itself, because that's where you mainly see him at. You see him up in space, doing what they gotta do, and then um, sometimes they'll land on planets to go and find their bounties, but most of the time they're up in space, just chilling on their ship, just relaxing, waiting for the next bounty to pop up on their news feed. Um, the next one is Future Planets. Now, I'm not talking like 2015 Nuketown from Call of Duty. No, I'm talking like the year 3000, like to where now you say 3000 and you think, oh, everything's all futuristic, nice big shiny chrome buildings and flying cars. Well, they do have flying cars, but no shiny chrome buildings. Oh no. Instead, they got desolate wastelands on some of the planets, but on Earth, in the year 3000, it's kind of crap, but kind of good, if you could say that. It's got that mixture of desolate wasteland and shiny chrome buildings. That's only for the rich. Um, and another thing that's cool, they actually go to other galaxies. They don't just stay in the main solar system that we have. They go around to other galaxies to get other bounties that they need to do and get. But yeah, like I said, most of the time they're just chilling, doing whatever the hell they want to. But Spike, he was more or less like, I know, I don't want them on my ship. And Jet's like, this isn't your ship, it's mine. But he was kind of like that with Ed, Faye, and the dog. Data. That was the name of the dog. Yeah, he was kind of like that with them. He's like, I don't like dogs. I don't like women. I just want to be me and you, Jet. But no, eventually he finally rolls around. Now I'm going to talk about my favorite episode. And, yeah, this is going to be one of my favorite episodes. Now I know most people would say, like, the last episode or the middle episode. No, my favorite episode is the first one, because that was the one that actually got me into the show. I mean, I went into this anime not knowing what the hell I was getting into, and plus this was one of my first animes, so I really didn't know what the hell I was getting myself into. But, pretty much I loved it from the get-go, and this was like back before Netflix. Believe that. This was back in the era of the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis. This is before any of that. So I had to wait a week just to watch the next episode. I know certain TV shows do that nowadays, most of them do, but this is back before any of that, before DVR, before Netflix, before, heck, this was back whenever Blockbuster was still a thing. Oh, I just know what I want to do next, a thing on Blockbuster. You can cut this out, Zach, except for that whole, well, I'm talking about the whole Blockbuster thing. You can leave that in, leave that out. But,
Yep.
okay, leave it all in. But, I really love this show. I love the character development through it all. They're all, and, back to Faye's character, she, lost her memory because she didn't remember who she was, and then she grew on her new life as a bounty hunter and doing her thing, but I really loved her character development story in one of the episodes. I don't remember the name of it, but it was later on in the season. This show only ran for like 27 episodes, which really sucked, and then they ended it with a movie, which really kicked it off for all the fans. I don't remember if it was straight to VHS or if it was a theatrical release, but it was still good. I loved it, and it was a great send-off to all the fans. Yeah, if, now I heard that there's rumors going around, but if they did make a live action movie, now there's been a lot of people saying that there's going to be, that there's not going to be. Now, I'm already done with my ANIMANIA review. I'm done with that. But I'm talking about the movie, if it ever comes out. there's a lot of people speculating about it, that they're wanting it, and let's just hope the way that they rolled over with Deadpool that this will happen. The person that I would want to play as Spike is Keanu Reeves, because he does kind of have that whole laid-back mood to him, the whole stuff like that. He's kind of embodied the role of Spike. Now we're just waiting for him to make a waiting to make a live action movie of the show. But whenever that does happen, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of fans out there that are going to be really, really happy. But anything else to touch on? But like I said, if you guys have seen the show Firefly, because these shows did come out around the same time. But if you guys do love the show Firefly, then I guarantee you're going to love this show, because I love them both. But this has been Wayne with the Yo Bro Gaming Year Reviews, and this has been my second Animania. There's going to be another one coming out soon, but until that time, it's been real, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Wow, this is brutal from the get-go. Holy hell. But some of the characters, I didn't want to list a whole bunch of them, otherwise it would take up the entire video. But I just put 4 of them down. There's Aaron Yeager, he's the main character. You pretty much see what he goes through when he just loses it. His mind just snaps. He just wants to go off and do whatever he needs to. There's Levi. He's the leader of the